Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski here on a Monday morning, coming off of what was just a kind of a miserable weekend. You know, the news has been so down anyway, but just to have clouds and drizzle and things like that, that doesn't help much. Plus, it's been, of course, we had all that snow overnight, or Friday night into Saturday morning. Now, it's been drizzly, and it's going to stay that way for most of the day today. Some patchy off and on drizzle throughout the day, a little light fog, cloud cover sticking around. Not a real pleasant Monday, but the only nice thing is that it's going to be slightly warmer than it was this weekend. A cold front's actually going to sag south into the area later on today by 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to be situated about right here and pushing to the south. Doesn't really have a lot of cold air behind it, but will bring more of a northerly wind to it behind that front. It may actually also help to start to clear out some of that patchy drizzle late in the day and into tonight. I don't think we'll see much freezing drizzle outside of some patchy areas this morning, mainly on elevated surfaces like bridges and overpasses, but most of us won't have to deal with icy conditions. As we get into this evening, that chance of drizzle kind of winds down. We might see some little bit of clearing off to the east and northeast of the Tri-Cities. I don't think we'll see a ton of clearing. This is basically close to an area of high pressure that will be out there. That high basically situated about right here tomorrow morning. As that moves away from us, though, clouds will move back in. Winds will start to pick back up out of the south and southeast during the day tomorrow. And rain chances return now. Those rain chances, I'll back this up real quick here, move into the southwest first. Now, I don't think we'll see much frozen precipitation. That means freezing rain or snow or anything like that. As I think by the time moisture moves in, it should warm up enough. Now, the only chances would be maybe up towards northern portions of Nebraska. But by the afternoon, as that rain moves in, it should be liquid precipitation. This will be more than just drizzle. We will actually see some showers. This favors the southern parts of Nebraska, northern Kansas, and then eventually eastern Nebraska as we push towards Tuesday night and a Wednesday, off and on showers. Maybe some thunder and lightning by early Wednesday morning towards southeast portions of Nebraska. Now, as we get into your day Wednesday, outside of some early rain, most of it pushes to the east, so by the afternoon we're dry. We might sneak in a little sun, more likely to see sun out west, and it actually does warm up a bit for your day on Wednesday. Even if we're mostly cloudy, we will see warmer temperatures in the 50s and 60s return between systems, because that one chance of rain moves out, and the next one will come in later on Wednesday night and Thursday. We'll dig into more details of that coming up in just a bit. So let's look at the highs for today. Not warming up a whole lot, upper 30s, lower to mid 40s this afternoon. This is below average, still high. Average highs are now in the lower 50s for the middle of March. Getting into tonight, 20s and 30s, mid to upper 20s, lower 30s. A lot of this will depend. Part of it depends on if it's going to clear up at all. If it does clear up, it could be a little colder, especially to the northeast. I'm not thinking we're going to clear up a whole lot, but that's the big question, is will we clear up much or not? Tomorrow's temperatures pretty similar to today. Upper 30s, lower to mid 40s, warmer as you go farther to the east and southeast for tomorrow. Now, again, moisture chances return later tomorrow and especially into tomorrow night. But thankfully, with temperatures staying above freezing tomorrow night, no frozen precipitation. This should stay all rain overnight or Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. In fact, these temperatures may actually warm up later in the night, so these might be evening lows. We may actually get more 40s out there by early on Wednesday morning, and then during the day Wednesday we warm up into the 50s and 60s for high temperatures, so it will be a much warmer day. And again, Wednesday is the first chance for the first sun we have seen in several days here. Not saying we'll see a ton of sunshine, but at least some sunshine could be on the way. Things get a little more complicated beyond Wednesday. We're going to first talk about it in a more tight sense, talking about the Tri-Cities here. So we've already talked about these next 3 days. Again, the warmer day Wednesday. Still going to be fairly decent temperature-wise Thursday. A lot of that depends on clouds and moisture. But again, rain and thunderstorm chances will return late Wednesday night. Probably not until after midnight. And again, there will be some instability for thunderstorms. I think any severe weather stays off to our south. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk down in the northeastern Kansas, but I don't think we'll see any severe weather out of this here. I think we might actually get a period of dry weather for a time Thursday, even though there's an 80% chance there. I think the bulk of that will fall early Thursday and then late Thursday into Thursday night. We might get some dry weather, and then a cold front's going to swing through later in the day Thursday and into Thursday evening. Behind that front, wind's going to crank up Thursday afternoon into Thursday night, and more rain moves in and then transitions over to snow as it gets colder. We could see some snow accumulation. I think better chances to the northwest. That will wrap up by early on Friday. Friday behind that system, blustery, much colder temperatures. Lows down in the teens, highs only in the 20s. It's not going to be a pleasant Friday. Only a little better on your Saturday. Not as much wind. We get to the mid and upper 30s. Some models have us close to 40, some don't. Back to the 40s on Sunday. Small chance of rain early Sunday morning. I think a little better chance will come towards Sunday night and a Monday morning, the way it looks right now as our next system approaches. So we've talked about the 7-day forecast, kind of summed it up here. Let's look at that broader sense of that Wednesday through Friday time frame here. We're going to look at two forecast models. First, this is the European. I'm going to slow it down and stop it in a few spots. So again, exiting showers early Wednesday. Most of the day dry, and I kind of already showed you this a little bit on that other forecast, on Futurecast there. And then Wednesday night, and I'm going to take this very slowly through, later in the night, moisture chances return. Rain, some thunderstorms, better chances of severe weather down to our south in Kansas and Oklahoma. And then we might actually get a punch of drier air. This model doesn't have as much here. You'll notice most of the drier air is down in Kansas right here. Some models actually bring it all the way up into Nebraska, but this one does not. So this is why I'm going to show you multiple forecast models. There's your low pressure right there, down just northeast of Denver, Colorado, between Denver and Ogallala, that's northeast Colorado. And that'll start to move eastward here. And as it does so, rain chances return. Here comes your cold front. Your cold front's going to be moving basically across the state, basically sitting from northeast Nebraska to southwest Nebraska, and then diving southeastward. And as that happens, colder air quickly rushes in, north winds crank up, and rain transitions over to snow. Now notice most of the snow is going to be over northwest Nebraska initially, but then we start to see some snow push southeastward. But as it does so, it does lighten up. So I don't think we'll see as much snow farther southeast as they will to the northwest. But some snow is still a possibility. That should start to clear out early on Friday morning, sometime around or shortly after sunrise. That's the European forecast model. Now let's show you the GFS. This is the American forecast model. This one shows rain, again, moving out early Wednesday. Most of the day is dry. We'll warm things up. And then as we get towards Wednesday night, late night, rain and thunderstorms return. But again, most of the severe weather is down to our south. Now as we get to the day on Thursday, again, some models bring in that dry air. Some don't. This one's a little more forceful with the dry air, but mostly in Kansas. Some models, again, have some dry air even pushing into parts of Nebraska. Meanwhile, to the northwest, messy conditions, snow in northwest Nebraska. And then the other thing I'll show you here, here's our low pressure, again, just northeast of Denver, Colorado. And then our frontal boundary right here. That front's going to start to advance southeastward as we get into Thursday afternoon and into Thursday night. Let's take this off here. So there's it pushing southeastward, rain coming back into play, transitioning over to snowfall. But as it moves farther southeast, it does weaken, so we won't see as much snow farther southeast compared to the northwest. So most of the snow in the northwest part of the state, a little bit farther southeast, but not as much before clearing out early on Friday. So both models are kind of in agreement, especially with the timing of this. The big question mark is how much of that snow makes its way farther southeast here. We'll break that down as we get in the next couple of days. As we get a little bit closer, we'll get a better feel for that. So we've already showed you the 7-day forecast. Let's go back to that high temperature trend though. Going from below average today and tomorrow to above average for Wednesday and again Thursday, and then dumping that temperature on Friday. Friday, way below average, only slowly warming up through the weekend. Maybe by early to middle parts of next week, we're back at least a little closer to our average high here as we push into the final third of the month of March here. So not a great forecast by any means. More active weather on the way. There are a couple of decent days in there. Today is not one of them, that's for sure. It's going to be a gloomy, drizzly, miserable kind of day out there for your Monday to start off your brand new work week here. So there you go. There's the good news if you want to say that. But thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful Monday, and hope you all are getting through all this coronavirus craziness here. We're all just kind of hoping for some nicer weather just to get outside a little bit more. I know that, it doesn't mean the coronavirus thing and staying inside or staying home and things like that, and the social distancing thing doesn't mean you can't go outside, go for a run or things like that. It just means, you just got to stay away from others as much as humanly possible, I guess. But again, we're just hoping for nicer weather so we can actually enjoy some outdoor time a little bit more. But there you go. There's your forecast for today. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you all again on Tuesday morning. Until then, take care, enjoy your day, and God bless. Bye.